the most iconic horror movie franchise of all time, which includes the most iconic slasher of all time. Now, he may be rivaled by Jason or Freddy in some people's minds, but in my mind, Michael Myers is the most iconic slasher that there ever was. And now it is time for my ranking of all the movies in the Halloween franchise. Now, as we get started here, I just want to let you know that I'm going to try to make this video, I try to make all my videos right around 10 minutes. And if you want more in-depth coverage of my thoughts on, individual movies or whatnot, please go to WLWstudios.com and check out my main show, The Midnite Jury, where we have shows that have reviewed all of the Halloween franchise up until Halloween 6 and the producer's cut of Halloween 6. Just put it in the search bar and you will be able to find it. Also, if you like what I have to say, if you don't like what I have to say, if you want to debate, if you want to have a conversation, do me a favor, go down below in the comments section and let's start a conversation. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, I think that all of us Halloween fans can have a fun time talking about our personal favorites. And once again, this is an opinion. So if you like what I'm saying or you like some of my other videos, the best thing you could do is just go down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because sometimes the subscribe button just doesn't work. All right, here we go. There are 12 Halloween movies, and I am including Halloween 6 and Halloween 6 the producer's cut as two separate movies. I'm also obviously doing the Rob Zombies, and I'm doing Halloween 2018, and Halloween Kills is due to come out this year. We'll see what happens there, but let's get this started. At number 11, what did I say? There's 12 movies? Yeah, at number 11, there's a tie somewhere in here, is H2 by Rob Zombie. This movie sucked. I couldn't even stand it. It's a famous story on my Midnite Jury show where I explained that after I had seen, I didn't even go, it looked so bad that it's one of the only Halloween movies in my lifetime that I did not go to see in the theater. I waited for it to come out on DVD. I bought it used. I saw it, it sucked, I went outside, and you know how you could, back in the day, when I got it, you could go back to places like FYE or record or video stores and return movies for, money back towards another purchase? I didn't even want to put H2 back out into the universe, so I took it into my backyard, put it on my barbecue grill, and burnt it. That's how much I did not like Halloween 2. Number 10, Halloween Resurrection. The killing of Laurie Strode at the beginning, the ridiculous one-liners from Busta Rhymes. He basically says, what does he say? Happy Halloween, MFer, and Trick or Treat, MFer, within about 20 minutes of each other, and it just sounds repetitive. The acting is subpar. The Michael Myers mask, not impressive. Overall, this movie was a complete disappointment, especially after H2O, which I didn't mind so much. So yeah, there it is. Halloween Resurrection at number 10. At number 9 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. As a single movie, if none of the other movies had come out, I would say this is a good film. It was a decent film. But part of the allure of Michael Myers, part of what made Michael Myers scary, is that you didn't know any kid in your neighborhood could have turned into a psychopath like Michael Myers and killed his sister. But in Rob Zombie's remake, he basically explains that it's every kid you think would be the kid to kill his sister. It's the kid who goes and beats people up, in the back. It's the kid who tortures animals. It took the complete mystique away from the aura of Michael Myers. And even though I'm comparing it to the other movies, as a standalone movie, if you've never seen any other movie, it's okay. The first one's okay. But if you're a fan of Halloween, if you know the whole story behind Michael Myers, this, in my opinion, was kind of a failure, and I don't really love, I know he's super famous, and right now his name escapes me, but the guy who played Loomis, who was in Clockwork Orange and all that, especially in H2, it's just, that's not the Loomis character. I didn't like either of the Rob Zombie Halloweens that much, and like I said, as a single standalone movie, this one would be acceptable, but as a Halloween fan, no, failing grade, didn't like it, get it out of here. Let's move on to Halloween, or I'm sorry, my number 8 now is the theatrical version of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. This movie was cut up so bad, and the ending was so just it was a mess. They cut out so much that was needed to explain things. The rock score, the heavy metal guitar score of the movie, just so many things about Halloween 6, the theatrical cut, I think were a huge miss. Now, there are parts of the movie that I did enjoy. Don't get me wrong, it's still a movie that I will try to watch in October if I get through all the other Halloween movies that I enjoy. But Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers theatrical cut, just didn't do it for me. It's still in one of the in the lower half of these Halloween movies, and one of the movies that I just not the biggest fan of. Moving along, number 7 on my list goes to Halloween H2O, and this is the first time that they tried to kind of retcon the series and pretend that certain events did not take place. They tried to get rid of 4 and 5 and 6 and just make Halloween H2O run off of Halloween 2, but I have sat down with my co-host Adam Henning before, and he and I have come up with ways where you could not only fit H2O, and I believe they originally filmed H2O because if you look at the opening credits of H2O in the news clippings and whatnot, I feel like they originally were trying to fit in 4, 5, and 6 into this whole canon. But in the end, they decided to make it just run off of Halloween 2. I hate when they do that with film series. But overall, it was an enjoyable movie, and when I went to go see it in the theater, I had a good time. The masks, the 3 or 4 different masks that they used in this movie were not acceptable. But overall, it was the first time they brought Jamie Lee Curtis back, so it had that kind of flair. That flair kind of died a little more when they brought her back for Resurrection, and then it just felt repetitive when they brought her back for Halloween 2018. So Halloween H2O is an okay film. I enjoy watching it, but unfortunately, it is one of those films that retcon the series, and I'm not for that. But like I said, me and Adam have sat down where we could not only fit 4, 5, and 6 into the story, but we found a way to take Halloween 3 and put it into the series by, kind of melding the idea of Colonel Cochran and the Silver Shamrock cult in with the Thorn cult. So it can be done, it's just laziness. Moving along, my number 6 Halloween movie, moving up the list, we're almost into the top 5, is Halloween 2018. This film is okay. It's enjoyable to watch. I went to see it in the theaters. I enjoyed it. But the problem is, it's like, once again, we're bringing back Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay, so the cheap pop for Jamie Lee Curtis, big deal. And also, retconning the series and pretending like not only did all the other movies not exist, but now we're not counting Halloween 2, which is one of the best in the series. If you just took out the daughter mentioning, it was her brother, that was just rumors. If you just took that out, it wouldn't really change the film at all, and you could say it retconned off of 2. There was no reason to not make Michael Myers, Jamie Lee Curtis's brother. So that's the biggest problem I have with Halloween 2018. Overall, it was a good film, but once again, it wasn't as good as some of the original films, but still stood there for a newer film. Still, it was acceptable. I enjoyed it, and I do look forward to Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Moving along, my number 5 is Halloween 666, the producer's cut of Halloween 6. I think I just love this movie because it took a movie that I really wasn't so hot on and explained things. Look, I know the whole cult thing and the Thorn is all crazy and insane, but at least they were trying to move the series forward, and in this version of the film, at least it makes more sense. I like the fact that Jamie lives longer in the film. Granted, I would have rather it been Danielle Harris, but it wasn't. Nothing we could do about that. But overall, the film, I think, splices together better, makes more sense, has a better ending, and that's why it is so much higher than the theatrical cut of Halloween 6. Number 4, Halloween 5. I think this is a great movie. I do have a problem with the fact that it's not the Myers house in the film. I think Tina is one of the most repulsive characters in film history. And the director, I feel like, really didn't fully know what he was doing, and the film was rushed. But because of my personal nostalgia for the film, watching it back in the 80s as a kid, it holds a special place in my heart, and for that reason, it does get higher on the list at number 4. My number 3 Halloween film of all time is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. I love this movie. The only thing I don't like about this movie is his mask. It's so plain, it's boring, it's not scary. Aside from that, this film is outstanding, and the ending with Daniel Harris and Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasance, probably, I think that's the second best or the best ending in the Halloween franchise, period. That ending alone makes this movie worth the top 3. All right. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Moving on, my number 2 is Halloween 2. I love this movie. I love this movie so much. That's why the retconning on Halloween 2018 pissed me off so much. Halloween 2 is so much fun to watch. And some of the kills in it, that burning scene in the sauna, not just because there's breasts, but because of the gore when she hits that floor, it just looks so cool. I felt like this movie really did look and feel more than any other film in the series like the original, and it really does hold up to this day. Halloween 2 is just an outstanding film, and I just don't understand people who put it any lower than 2 or it has to be in your top 3, right? And now, number 1. I told you there was going to be a tie, and here it comes. Halloween 1, the original, Halloween 1978, and yeah, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. You can't compare these two. You can't really compare Halloween 3 with any of the other Halloween movies. It's basically, it's just a matter of an opinion. Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Or do you hate it? I love it. So for me, every Halloween, I'm making sure that 1 or 2 times I'm watching the original 1978 Halloween and I'm watching Season of the Witch. Both are outstanding films. Halloween 1 has been talked to death about, but Halloween 3, as a kid, didn't much like it. As I got older, every year I liked it more and more. And when I said that Halloween 4 has the best or second best ending in the Halloween series, I'd say that Halloween 3 is the other one. With the not knowing what actually happened after the film ended. And I love dark endings. I've always loved dark endings. So that's why Halloween 3 and Halloween the original are both tied for my number 1 Halloween film of all time. Hey, look, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, that's fine. Go down into the comments section, talk to me, let me know what's up, and we'll have a great conversation. I hope you enjoyed this, and like I said, if you want really in-depth reviews of the Halloween series, go to WLWstudios.com, or I believe these are also on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, all the places you could get podcasts, and check out our reviews. We've done Halloween 1 through Halloween 6, and you can get all of those at WLWstudios.com. Just put Halloween in the search engine. Thanks very much. I really do appreciate you giving me your time. I am Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time.